Hi, my name is Bart Kilraine III. This is my 1979 Ford four-wheel drive van. My dad originally bought this van in 1979 as a four-wheel drive van, 1-ton package. It was a Pathfinder conversion. Through the course of the years, it has led up to this. When we bought the van, we used it for delivering parts, hauling a race car across the country to national events through NHRA and IHRA races, delivered parts for our wholesale distributor business, and then got off him like 1988, 89 era, drove it every day back and forth to school, used it for college, work, whatnot. One day I decided I was going to build it into a show vehicle. So in 1992, we built it into a different show vehicle, which does not look like this today. 15 years ago, we tore that show vehicle apart, and 2 years ago, we brought it out to this event to debut it, and this is what it ended up looking like 15 years later. Complete frame off, restoration, built frame, 26 inches lift, coilover, 4-link suspension, all powder coated, painted, custom interior, chrome, 49-inch tires, 460 big block engine, all through and through. Custom paint. Me and my boy actually painted the van in my garage. I couldn't find anybody to do it at the time, so him and I decided to wing it, and here it sits. I don't think we did too bad, but we're not professionals. But it's all been hands-on. The only thing that I did not build on the van was the interior. The interior I had done by a street rod guy in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, named Dave Chrissy, and called the van ChromeZilla. Sitting around the garage trying to find names and different things like that, and the name popped into my head, and ChromeZilla, it's like never heard anything like that. I've always liked Godzilla movies, so incorporated ChromeZilla, and it got little accents on the side with ChromeZilla imprints on it, and the actual Godzilla figures on the front rear cover, back rear cover, and on the cradle in the center section. And hopefully in a couple years I'm going to have a Godzilla theme airbrushed on the sides of it. Okay, as you can see, as I said, it's definitely tall, 49-inch tires. Then the ChromeZilla theme, we just stuck that on there to get the name out and get going. Once we did that, we incorporated a CNC machine ChromeZilla on the cradle, all the 4-link bars chrome, dry shafts chrome, everything in the engine's chrome. It's all original drivetrain. The drivetrain that's in the van actually came with the van when my dad bought it in 1979. Still all the original body. Now the actual theme of the van, what I wanted to make it look like, I still wanted old school looks with the van, but I wanted new technology looks for the suspension and everything. So I figured with new technology, suspension parts, everything, I wanted it to keep it look off-road wise. So the interior, we come up with a roll bar, designed a roll bar to fit the whole inside of the van. Custom seat pedestals, we changed out the steering column to a street rod steering column, changed the dash out to all autometer gauges. And like I said, the whole interior is custom made. There was not one panel that was used from the factory. Everything on this interior is custom made. So as the interior unfolded, I always wanted to keep everything simple. My dad always told me, you want more looks, you want more likes, keep everything simple so people understand it. And that's exactly what I wanted with this build. Kind of like a tribute to him. My dad's still alive, enjoys van with me, coming to these shows now. So on the interior, instead of just having a plain interior, I wanted stripes on the interior, and I wanted it to match something on the outside of the van. So as you go back to the back side of the interior, above the wheel wells, the shape above the wheel wells, we designed to match the cradle in the center of the 4-link underneath the van. So that's where that design came from. We were just trying to match something, and the best thing to match was the cradle in the center of the 4-link suspension on the frame. Yeah, the rear end covers, we had a little guard on there. There's a company called Spider, and they make the rock guards. They make everything all for off-road, four-wheel and off-road vehicles for rock crawling. And just to get more incorporated in the ChromeZilla theme, I had some CNC machine Godzillas cut out and put them on the rear end covers just to add a little more accents and get the theme going. Pinstripe, you can see little accents of pinstripe everywhere. I wanted, like I said, keeping the van old school. I didn't want anything on the outside, so going back to the van era days, usually everybody did the frames and inside the door jambs, and that's what I went after with the pinstripe from my good buddy of ours, family friend named Terry Imler. Okay, here's a picture of the van about a month after my dad brought it home from the dealership in '79, and then this picture here shows a picture of it when I started on it back in '88, '89. It was a basket case. After working on it a couple years, we turned it into this black beast and ran this for a couple years on the national show circuit, hit Truck Carlisle, Bloomsburg, some indoor shows with it. I had a lot of fun with it, and then it just got to the point where it's like wanted to change it up a little bit. Well, a little bit changed into a lot more. So we tore it apart 15 years ago, and here today is how it sits 15 years later.
Yeah.